Hey there, Virgo Sun, Virgo Moon, Virgo Rising. Welcome to your Astro Dice reading. We are looking at what's Pluto doing. Well, so Pluto, so Pluto is stations retrograde on the 2nd of May. So you'll be seeing this video after that. And it will still be in Aquarius, but it gets, I want to say, during yours, I'm going to check, but I think during your birthday season is when it gets into Capricorn, which trines your energy. So while he's doing this retrograde period, there's a chance to go over some things that went on before and allow you gets into on the 4th of September, backs up into your sign. He's there until like the 10:10 gateway. So a chance to work with that energy as he's situating. Then he gets out, I want to say like November 20th. So he's going to spend about 2 months in your sign. A chance to really seal in whatever it is that you've been working on to transform. We have Sagittarius. Sagittarius rules the 9th house, which is kind of the energy of the Hermit, which is sort of your energy. I find, look, we got the arrow for Sagittarius. So that Sagittarius energy, if you know your chart, where is Sagittarius in your chart? Because that's going to be getting quite a bit of work while Pluto is in Aquarius, where he is right now, where he'll finish out the year, and then where he'll spend until 2044 is going to be, and in the energy of choice and decision making with Sagittarius. So where in your chart is that? We have an arrow and a heart and a star. I mean, kind of get a message out of that, right? Ooh, what is this? Is that a shrimp? So it's either a shrimp or a crawdaddy. It's got a little star on it, though, which is interesting. So it's about getting into the mud. So this is about getting grounded, right? But it's emotional energy. It's both things. So, for instance, a lotus, water lily, it has to be tumbled around on the rocky water, the muddy rocky bed of like a river. Someplace though where it's not fast moving, so in the sides where the river current doesn't hit it, but it still has to get tumbled around and nipped in order for it to sprout. And so you're getting ready to have the South Node move through your sign. Gets there January 11th, so right after Pluto has gotten back into Aquarius. There's going to be this using of this energy, the water stirred up, it's muddy, but you need to root down into it because you have a big spiritual transformation going on. We've got the dragonfly. And so it's about where are you going to be moving forward. And so it's releasing and letting go of some things in order to bring some things in. So here we have a heart, which is interesting. It must be a heart for like a bracelet where you put the things in on both sides. But to me, it looks like allowing the energy to flow through you, to you and through you, because that's how it feels when I pick that up. So the star here, that is about remembering to follow your North Star, about what are your dreams, your wishes, and your goals. The arrow is going to help point you in a direction. So 10th house. 10th house is career matters. It's also the house of the father. So it's leadership and career. Why are you doing that? Okay. We have the whips, which is about repetitive action. To me, it's a Capricorn card, just 10th house. We've got this receptive energy here of the divine feminine, and we have a contract. Feels like a contract in the heart. I'm really only want one card at a time, please. Did that in Leo too. Yeah, okay. So there's that divine feminine energy here. Wow. Big transformation going on. It is a releasing and letting go. It's a death and rebirth process. I think you're trying to figure out, what are you loyal to? What is loyal to you? So when the water lily gets nipped, it shoots out the original root, and it has to be able to anchor in order for the plant to flourish and grow. Okay, and so you have here the outgoing card. In the space of the anchor, we have the anchor. But see how the anchor on those rocks, it looks like you're anchoring into the heart center. And up here in the area of resources is the rock heart. Okay? And we have the heart here. And so again, and also with the arrow that goes through it, it looks like an arrow going through the heart, right? And so the direction, the information that you need, the guidance that you need is going to come through the heart. Sagittarius is where you receive information from your spirit guide team. It is spiritual wisdom, knowledge. It's expansive. You have the galactic center in the sign of Sagittarius. You have the higher learning, the information that comes through, but it is going to be about going within that hermit energy of Virgo that will allow you to access this, and they are really stressing it when I look at this reading. So where are you seeking information? We have the dog, but he's the pointer. Like, what direction do I go in? Where do I belong? What's home to me? Who's my loyal people? Who's my loyal job? Who's my loyal whatever? Everything, honestly, is up for grabs. Because for you, South Node doesn't actually get into your sign until January 11th of 2025, but on September 17th of this year, you have a full moon eclipse in Pisces, and so that energy is already starting to work its way in. And so here in the area of transformation, we have the card of transformation. This is, though, going into the crypt. This is going into the depths, because they showed me, they showed me what I saw when I was going through my dark night of the soul into the awakening energy part of it, was that tumbling around in the muddy water. I didn't know at first that it was a lotus. I didn't know what I was. I was just tumbling around. I was crashing into the rocks, and I was getting nicked, and I was getting cut, and it hurt. I got to tell you, it hurt. Like, it was really, so there's this tumbling process. And then now they just showed me, do you remember I was like back in the 70s and the 80s when they had the little rock polishers, was a big thing all the kids wanted, when you tumbled the rocks and you made out just random rocks all shiny? That's what I'm seeing. It is a process. And so you are about to enter into this cycle of being tumbled around and not being sure which direction is up. That star, where's the North Star? Which direction is up? Which way do I go? Because here in the energy of what is draining your energy, we have the star and we have the snake of transformation. Like, I feel like you're like in the washing machine, you know, in the front-loaded washing machines, and you just watch things tumble around and tumble around and tumble around until they're finally clean. You are entering into that phase. And it is not comfortable. It's just important. It's a necessary step. But what's going to happen? See, we have this card of the big full tree and growth in the challenge. The challenge is the growth. Are you willing to go through this difficult journey to grow? In the heart space, we have the mice. The mice in the heart space. Don't get caught up in analysis paralysis. That will not help you. But understanding the details will. And that is a really fine place to find a balance, right? That's a lot. Everything you need to know is going to be within the heart space, because the key to the situation is the wisdom, the inner knowing. And the action to take is going within, and there's that pendulum. There's that pendulum that showed up before, being open to receiving the secret information of the soul. Whenever the pendulum shows up, I always like to clear your energy. So I'm telling you, there is this energy here Wow. There is this energy of being tumbled around. I don't see this so much as, and we have the dragonfly, it's a spiritual transformation. It's not the butterfly. The butterfly is like always transforming something in the three. This is a deep spiritual transformation that is happening here. And oh, that's super interesting. It slows down, it picks up speed. It slows down, it picks up speed. I'm like, why are you doing that? And they want me to remind you that in the space between the eclipses, and now we're in one of those spaces. In the spaces between the eclipses, things start to feel a little more normal, and then the eclipses come along, and it triggers. That was the message, and it triggers another stage, another phase of growth. And so pay attention to when. Oh wow, big hit on that. When the eclipses are. So we have coming up this year. We have one on the 17th. Of September, and then the 2nd of October. And then the next one is, I want to say at the end of March of next year. It's in March though. But I think it's an Aries season, so I think it's at the end of March. Even though the North Node will actually be in Pisces, I still think we have another Aries one coming. Look, you have the eagle. Expansion, vision, flying high. I reach new heights with courage and grace. You are going to need to strap on your courage. See the lions there? You are safe. You are protected. You are being led by the eagle, your spiritual guide. This is a time of spiritual evolution for you, and it is not easy. It's just necessary, and it's worth it. So with that, Pluto, this is a very deep transformation, having Pluto show up here. It's a very deep transformation. 10th house matters. You could show up in areas of your career. You may choose to change your career based on your spiritual evolution, that maybe what you were doing just doesn't fit in. I feel more and more healed every day. I'm not really a fan of that mantra. I am healed. I am healed. I am healed. Because that puts it in the presence. I don't want to feel more and more healed every day, because does that mean you're healed or not? Okay? I am healed. It is my birthright to thrive, shine, and succeed. It is my birthright to thrive, shine, and succeed. I uphold the standards that I set for myself. Capricorn rules the 10th house, and it is integrity. I uphold the standards that I set for myself. Whatever those are, they're your standards. You don't have to sell yourself out for somebody else. So whatever this big situation is, this is really important that you pull your energy in and allow the healing cycles. And sometimes you're on top, and sometimes you're on the bottom, and sometimes you're on top, and sometimes you're on the bottom. And it is rough, and it is uncomfortable. But you are being led by spirit. Expansion, vision, and flying high. I reach new heights with courage. Courage, Virgo. Courage. You got this. I'm on Facebook every day. If you follow the link in the description box below, you can see me over there. Every day I do intuitive astrology. And if you comment on the video in YouTube and join my group in Facebook, then you are eligible for a free reading that I give away every month. So you guys take great care of yourselves. You're in for a difficult period for sure. It's always rough. But when you come out, you shine so much brighter. It's worth it. All right? See you soon.